Patrick for a Q&A on why it's important to hire a licensed electrician with Danny Underwood. Hi, Danny.
Hi,
What is your position here at Right Tech?
I am the senior supervisor.
Perfect. And is there a reason, in your opinion, right off the bat, that someone should hire a licensed electrician instead of an unlicensed electrician?
Absolutely. Licensed electricians they worked hard to get to where they are, and so they typically will hold themselves to a higher standard. Not only that, but there's safety risks involved with hiring an unlicensed electrician. They usually aren't very code savvy and like to cut corners, and they're unable to pull permits, and the list goes on and on.
Well, we'll go through that list right now. But let's start with, isn't every electrician licensed?
No, not at all. A lot of people will put a screwdriver in their back pocket and call themselves an electrician, and that can be a recipe for disaster because they'll advertise themselves as an electrician and typically not knowing certain codes and safety risks involved with actually performing professional work.
So if my project is over $5,000, I have to have a licensed electrician, right?
Yes, that's for many reasons, one of them being just the simple fact that you can't pull a permit.
What kind of training and experience does a licensed electrician go through in the state of South Carolina?
To become licensed, you have to work with a licensed electrician for 2 years, and then you also have to pass a state exam.
Is there any benefit in working with a licensed electrician with regards to the safety of me and my household?
Yes, absolutely. Safety should always be a top priority when dealing with electricity, and having a licensed contractor in your house will ensure that the mitigated risks are low when performing that kind of work.
You had mentioned earlier that an unlicensed electrician cannot obtain permits, correct?
Yep.
And what's the importance of having a permit when I'm working on my house?
When you're having work performed on your house that is unpermitted, it can lead to a lot of issues later when you're trying to sell your home. When you have a home inspection done, if there's been work performed that was unpermitted, typically it's not to code and they don't have record of it. It could delay the sale of your house and actually lead to costly repairs.
So essentially, hiring a unlicensed individual means that I might end up costing myself a lot more money in the long run?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there something a licensed electrician does to help guarantee protection of the work being done?
Yeah, typically we're all required to carry liability insurance, which will protect from any damage that may come to the home or anybody in the home when something, God forbid, goes awry from the work performed.
So an unlicensed electrician, I might actually have to file a claim on my homeowner's insurance then?
Yes, absolutely. And then you might actually have trouble making that claim because you had somebody in your home that was unlicensed and shouldn't have been performing the work.
Whew. What is an advantage you feel to hiring a licensed electrician versus an unlicensed electrician?
A licensed electrician, we're held by like a code of ethics similar to what a doctor takes. I take it very serious when I'm in somebody's home or business that I'm there to uphold the code that I kind of swore by. Having an unlicensed individual in your home, they typically don't have that kind of code of ethics in mind, and so that's always something I take very serious.
To wrap everything up, is there anything you really want to emphasize about this before we call it an end?
Yeah, I believe very strongly in hiring a licensed electrician. Don't compromise when it comes to the safety of your home and the loved ones you might have in it, and protect yourself from property damage and future permitting problems.
Perfect. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate your time today.
Absolutely. Thank you.